Yeah, I actually think...
Are we live?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Hello. Thanks for joining us. Sorry we're late. If anyone's coming in, we are...
We were trying to film a TikTok story and it didn't go to plan.
trying to film a TikTok story to say we're going live at 1, that then took us 10 minutes to film a TikTok story to end up 5 minutes late. Hope you're all well. Can see you joining. See if we see any faces that we know. We're Morgan Branding, a marketing agency who help small businesses grow, and especially small businesses grow on TikTok. So if you've got any questions, dive in. A few of you saying hi. I need to get it on my phone. My Posh Place. Hi. How are we doing? Oh my days, my phone keeps ringing as well.
I've got it on mine.
That's,
So for those that don't know, we are Morgan Branding. Today we're going to be talking all about TikTok, doing a bit of a Q&A session and going through some new exciting and upcoming things that we've got planned for TikTok and to help you guys. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, pop them in the chat box. And
sorry, I'm just sharing around the link. We were nearly organised today.
Yeah, we were, and then it just
didn't happen. But we do these things to go, and I think we were talking about this last week about how get involved, like do lives, because until you've done a few of them, you don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
The other thing that we're going to chat about today at some point is about TikTok Shop. Yeah. Because since the last chat last week, a few of you said, oh, I've been setting up a TikTok Shop and I'm struggling to set up a TikTok Shop. So we were like, oh, why don't we set up a TikTok Shop and see how it goes? It should be quite easy, and
it's
disaster? Not quite a disaster.
Not as straightforward as we thought it was.
So we see why a lot of you have been struggling to set up TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
We were hoping that in this live today, our TikTok Shop was going to be ready and we could be like, oh, here, buy our products. But not quite. So I was just seeing if somebody commented they didn't. So yeah, we've been setting up TikTok Shop. We've set up a new Shopify shop. So we're going to go through a few of the things that we've been coming across and then try and help. So, is anything new this week? So, for those of you that are just joining, because I can see the numbers going up, what's going on this lunchtime is we are a marketing agency with a big focus on TikTok. So, if you've never seen us before, we help small businesses grow on TikTok or creators grow on TikTok. So, that's what you're going to get here. If you're interested in anything else,
scroll past.
Go past. What's new this week? What's been happening this week? What's been going on this week?
So this week we've been working on a new TikTok masterclass that we are planning to launch, and some new TikTok related services like TikTok audits, so profile audits where we will go through what you're doing well, what you aren't doing well, and how you can improve. And we will also be launching hashtag lists, so where we will create personalised hashtag research for you. They're the kind of 3 main things that we've been working on alongside client things. So we've got 2 new strategy clients this week. We've got a new coaching client starting next week, so that's exciting.
We'll try and have a talk through today the different things that we're offering, and then welcome any feedback from you guys. You know, Bar Crawl Confessions is in, so thank you. You said you use tips all the time and you've got 15 million views. Can you please send some of them views our way? So yeah, you're always joining our lives. Thank you, and following the tips. So really appreciate that. This week, what we've been trying to nail down is like, how does it work? A lot of people come on and ask us and go, what can I buy and what do you sell? And we've never really got our head around it. We, for ages, have done like free TikTok audits, and I can't remember how many are on that list now. It's about 100, 150 asking for free audits. And then people like maybe moan at us a little bit and go, oh, I asked for a free audit and I haven't got one, and we're just kind of like slowly working the way through the list. The other thing is hashtags. This comes up a lot. We get a lot of DMs about hashtags. What hashtags should I use? We know that Anna's always preaching about hashtags and use this and don't use this, and a lot of our videos, if you're looking for help on hashtags, just scroll through probably the last 5 videos. I'm sure you've talked about hashtags at some point, you know. So people are saying, what hashtags? Can you send me a list of hashtags? So hashtags and audits are the things that we've kind of turned into a product first to try and give you a way of skipping the queue. So what we're going to have is like a thing where you can register for a free audit and then you just get in the queue and we just pick people at random every so often to get an audit. But then you'll also be able to pay for an audit.
Yeah.
And the paid audits we're going to do a bit more in depth, send you a video. I think the ones we tend to post on our feed tend to be about a minute.
The free audits are currently like no longer than 60 seconds. Just a pretty basic overview of how you can improve and if there's any profile adjustments you need to make. But the paid audits will be a video sent directly to you in much more depth, going into like more of the analytics side of things. So looking at what videos performed well, what hasn't performed well, why. I'm really pushing on making some improvements. So that's kind of the difference between the paid and the free audit. The free audits as well, there is a long waiting list, like Callum's just said, so it will take a long time to get those done, but the paid audits, you'd receive these within a couple of days.
I was waiting to see how long you were going to say then, how long until you do the audit. What about your holidays?
Well, on holiday maybe not.
2 to 3 days if you're here, if not.
Yeah, if I'm on holiday, I'll just book it out.
What, and do an audit while you're away?
No one can do an audit when I'm on holiday.
Anna is always the queen as those of you that do like setting herself a little bit ambitious goals, and then I knew as soon as you were getting to that to go, how long are you going to deliver an audit? She sits there now on bloody midnight sending me videos. Oh, we should do this, we should do this. So buy her some lunch. No, I pay her enough already, so I'm not buying any lunch. And I can't see the name of that lady. Is it Liv?
Ivelina.
Oh, Ivelina saying hi. Hey.
Hello.
So for those of you joining us now, we are talking about all things TikTok and small business and how to do better on TikTok as small business. So if you're not really interested in that, then just scroll past. If you are interested, then hang around. Hopefully we'll be able to give you some tips. If you're struggling with anything as a small business, then ask away in the comments and we will try and get through all the questions. Usually what happens is we start getting asked questions, we give long in-depth answers, and then by the end we kind of like rush through and answer about 1 million questions in the last kind of 10-20 minutes. So we'll probably stay on this till about 2 o'clock. So if you're thinking, oh, I need to do something and drop back in, you're more than welcome to kind of drop in and out. But yeah, so we're talking about the products that we're now offering on TikToks and things that we're trying to help with people. If anyone thinks of anything specifically, they think, oh my days, like if somebody would just do this for me and don't say set up my TikTok shop. And that's the text that I had yesterday that somebody said when they asked about what products we should be offering, they said set up our TikTok shop. And I was like, no, we're trying for ourselves and it's a nightmare. So once we get better at setting up TikTok shop, we will, once we get better at setting up the TikTok shop, we will maybe be able to offer that as a service. Or maybe, because we did talk about like in-person sessions. So I've done it before in the past where we do like an in-person session on setting up email marketing for a business, and by the end of the session, I've got the comment.
That's selfish.
What? I'm weaseling the bug. Katie, you should be setting up your TikTok shop, not on our TikTok lives. So Katie was one of the people that prompted us to go, oh, well, we'll do it. And I don't think I messaged her back yesterday to say, we've tried to set up the shop, Katie, and it's been an absolute nightmare. So now I feel your pain.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of questions. So Sophie said, any general tips to drive more traffic to your website? Everything's quite
quiet while the UK is poor. Yeah. We feel your pain. All my days. Like, we're based in the UK, we're based in Warrington, but we actually have quite, I think you'd say UK is poor, I think the world is feeling pretty poor sadly at the minute. Luckily we've got some clients over in America and Canada and Australia, and we chat to guys over there and they're all saying the same thing. So it's not just us sat in the UK, turning our heating off and all the lights off so that we don't spend any money. But with this, and this is why we're being conscious around the products that we offer, that we're trying to make sure that we can keep our lights on and pay the bills and pay the wages and stuff, but also still deliver value to small businesses. And how we're trying to set it up is we're going to keep giving loads of free stuff, loads of stuff on our TikTok, loads of stuff on our mailing list, keep doing these lives, keep helping, but then have some paid offerings that probably the paid offerings kind of is a bit more one-to-one tuition-ish and more organisation. So if you're going, I can't be arsed looking through hundreds of TikToks that Anna's done. I just want somebody to give me the answer and I want to pay some money for that. Then we'll dive in and do that. But yeah, a lot of the businesses that we work with, you know, this next 6 months could be super tricky. You know, we're here to try and help. So what are we advise? I don't think our advice is changing. The original question was about drive more traffic to your website. Everything's quiet where the UK is poor. My view on this in general is if you sit on any platform and go buy, and we've talked a lot about products today, but I'm not necessarily saying, you know, buy this, buy that, you know, go away and do stuff, is you need to build community probably more than ever, and build a group around you that really, you know, love you and love your product, and not just try and sell at them all the time.
Yeah.
One of the key ways we've tried to do that is by doing these lives, chatting to people. You know, I think there's 17 at the minute on. Last week, kind of 20, 22. It's not huge numbers, but a lot of the guys that are in here are the same faces we see each week that we start building an audience with, and you know, that 20 might become 30. You might have a more popular product than, you know, marketing to small businesses. If you've got something that goes a bit wider, build the community, build people that are close to you, build regular customers, look after your regular customers, and then go from there. One thing that's always frustrated me in the past is like new customer offerings and pushing that. So what we've said is build community, build value, don't rip people off. And that's what we're trying to do with our kind of free 50 quid, 150 quid, 300 quid as we go through to try and make sure people have value at different stages. Obviously each business is different because each product is different, but you know, build that community and don't start trying to sell from the off is often the thing that we preach. Yeah. Is there anything specific that you spot over and over again from TikTok that people fluff up, you think, in terms of getting people actually to the website to buy?
I think like by saying to people, you know, go and shop our products, or by being overly salesy, kind of similar to what Callum just said, it doesn't have the same effect on TikTok because people want to buy from people as opposed to businesses. So, you know, consumers are scrolling the For You page, not wanting to get advertised to. They're wanting to be entertained or be educated, or to be inspired. So making sure that you're utilising these content styles. And then in order to actually drive traffic to your website from TikTok, there are a few different things you can do, but you can include playlists so that when people visit your profile, the first thing they see is different playlists. So if you were a skincare brand, you could have a category of skincare tips, and you could have, say if you had a bundle on offer, you could have a playlist and name it Shop Your Bundle with an arrow pointing up, for example, and that would be pointing to the website link. So then you're encouraging people straight away as soon as they visit your profile to, number one, look at the playlist and watch it if they're interested in the content, and number two, then be driven to your website link. So always including call to actions is key really to generating traffic.
And making sure that link is in your profile, like we get to some and clickable. I think we established last week with Katie to make it clickable for business accounts, you still need 1,000 followers, is that right? We thought that had gone away, but I don't think it has. So you need to get to 1,000 followers. So if you haven't got 1,000 followers yet, put all your eggs and ducks in that basket. Do you know? We
have got, like, I think any accounts that had signed up before, because we've got like Nest, which has got 100 and they've got a link, so
it must have changed. So if you're a business account and you're not able to put a link, my gut is you need to get to 1,000 followers. So focus in on that, get to 1,000 and then put your link in to make it easier. A link like within the text is not going to do anything because nobody can click it, nobody can copy it, nobody's going to go and type that into the browser. So if you can't have a link, maybe just put like Google and then the information on how to Google your business. And then if you're doing that, make sure they can actually find your business on Google if you go that way. Bar Crawl Confession saying he's got to go, but I don't know if it's he or she, but for the new viewers, I'm a repeat. How can we track clicks to our website? So usually, this is done. Can you see it in your analytics on as a business account? How many people have clicked on your link?
You can see how many people have clicked your profile, which is benefits in a way, because you'd assume if people are clicking your profile, they would be more inclined to click the link, but there's nothing that specifically says
this is how many people
Yeah.
click the link. So if you've got your own website, we would usually track this through your own website's analytics. So if you're linking out to an Etsy or an eBay or whatever, you won't get this data back. But if it's your own website, you will. Shopify, I think you can see it within the app, but most you will then use something like Google Analytics. So Google Analytics should tell you if somebody's come from TikTok. However, data now is not as good as it used to be. If you've got any modern phone, iPhone or whatever, you'll have been asked whether you should track. The apps have had to re-ask you what you can track and what you can't track. So because of this tracking turn off, it's getting harder to see where people have come from. So what I'm trying to say is don't take the data as 100%. You might get somebody that's bought through your website that says it's not come from TikTok and it has. So there is a bit of gut feel attached to it as well. So none of the data will be 100% correct, but Google Analytics will be a place to help to see where your traffic's coming from.
InfinityKids.uk said, I keep getting invited to TikTok shop. Is this worth doing? I feel like there's going to be a catch. So I think it is worth doing. The process is just a little bit long. But that might just because we're service-based.
Katie said it's I don't think it's 100% easy.
No, it's not the most simple process to get them.
It will get better though. So I would say persist with it, stick with it.
Yeah.
If you're already growing on TikTok
and
you're doing well out of TikTok, I would say look at TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
We were talking about this a lot last week, saying I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So why not get in there now, get used to it, try and set it up, try and do lives, try and do videos talking about it. There's going to be no harm in trying it. Out of all the things you should be trying in your business, I think if it's between scrolling your For You page, looking for tips and tricks or watching us on live or setting up a TikTok shop, I think probably, not that you should click off our live just yet, but I think that you setting up that TikTok shop would be worthwhile.
Yeah.
We will report back next week once we've finally managed to set it up.
It's easier to generate sales if it's simple for the consumer to do so. So within TikTok Shop, from a consumer perspective, all they have to do is literally just click add to cart and buy and fill in their details. So it saves all the hassle of them going onto your website, scrolling, trying to find the product, all that type of stuff is kind of taken away. So it's so simple for the consumer to actually make the purchase, making it more likely for them to hopefully convert into a customer.
So I've just shown Anna your profile, Infinity Kids. If anyone's, don't click off our live just yet and go and have a look. But their profile's pretty good. You've got quite a good following already.
Yeah.
You're getting quite a chunk of views. I would say at the stage that you're at, it's worth spending some time on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what other platforms you get sales through, if you're getting sales through Instagram or Facebook or wherever, but it's definitely worth spending some time on working out to get TikTok Shop. In fact, I'll have a look what your website is, because if your website is Shopify, in theory, it's supposed to be a little bit simpler, but as we have established, not that simple. I thought we were going to do all this, this week the plan was to set up our Shopify shop, get our products on the Shopify shop, set up our TikTok shop, be able to show you how to do it, and all's gone to Pete Tong, so yeah.
Hopefully next week.
I'm trying to get on your website, Infinity Kids. Infinity Kids. Okay.
Enzo Brand Photography said, hi guys, hello, welcome if you've just joined.
They're one of our clients.
Okay.
That was a whisper so you could hear. We're just doing a website for Emma and Enzo Brand Photography, so I've been hearing good things about your TikToks, but I haven't actually gone and watched the TikToks yet, so you'll have to go and watch them.
Okay.
Yeah, website is Shopify. I've just pulled it up. It looks like Shopify. If you've integrated, I think we'll talk about this more next week on next week's live. Hopefully, when we have managed to do it for ourselves. Do you know? So if you're watching this for the first time, you've not seen our lives, join our newsletter. So on our bio, click into the links, join the newsletter, and we kind of inform people when we're going live and stuff like that from the newsletter. And next week, I think we'll have a chat more about TikTok shop. TikTok shopping, is that what it's called? What's it called?
TikTok shop?
Yeah, what's it called?
TikTok shop?
TikTok shop. So we'll talk a bit more about TikTok shop and try and work out how to do it. It might be worth us doing some more stuff around TikTok shop.
Yeah.
What did Emma say? She's a novice. Getting there. You'll catch up to Katie. So Enzo Brand Photography is run by Emma, and Weasel and the Bug is Katie too. Clients, friends, and Katie at first wasn't doing many TikToks, and now after my hounding is doing some, and now
and now she's at 1K.
after 3 weeks of 3 days of begging for her followers, she got to 1K, so we'll let her off. Okay, we've got some bits to run through. If anyone's got any questions, dive in, ask away, ask any questions.
Yeah, any small business related questions, marketing related questions, TikTok questions, just pop them in the comments and we will answer any of them.
So next week we're going to go live a little bit earlier on a Thursday. We're going to go, I need some hounding too. Yeah, we'll get on Myther in and get you on. Because I think once you get over that first hurdle of posting them, one of my jobs this week, which I haven't done, was to go back and find Anna's first TikToks.
Oh. Yeah.
Because people look at our TikToks and go, oh, but your TikToks are great.
They weren't.
They didn't start like that. So seeing back of how they started and where we are now, I think would be a really good exercise to do to make people go, do you know what, I can do that.
Yeah.
And so next week we're going to go earlier live at 12 o'clock, and what we're going to do next week is our first masterclass. Now we've been discussing these masterclasses for a little bit of time now, and some of the feedback we've had or discussed was we asked people, we are going to do industry-based masterclasses. So for example, Enzo Brand Photography is a photographer, so we will at some point do a masterclass on photography companies. Weasel and the Bug sell children's products, so we might do, likely it'll be a bit more product-based, maybe children's products or some idea around a masterclass. We want to keep it broad, but narrow, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So not just every industry, but some of the feedback we had was a lot of our followers are just getting started, and they were saying maybe we're jumping a bit too far. They want to know literally the basics, posting the first, getting to 1,000 followers, that kind of thing. So we're going to do the first TikTok masterclass on getting started. What do we call it? TikTok for business.
No. Kickstart your TikTok.
Kickstart your TikTok, which is going to be aimed at people kind of 0 to 10k followers, just a more general, not industry specific advice. I thought you were just laughing at my lack of being able to speak. So kickstart your TikTok.
Love Lola, Handmade Craft said hi as well. Hello, welcome.
So kickstart your TikTok. We're going to do the first course at 25 quid, but in general the masterclass is going to be 49 quid. And we're going to have 20 people on the Zoom next week. We'll do an hour on the content.
An hour masterclass, then half an hour Q&A.
Half an hour Q&A. And we're going to limit it to 20 because, as you've seen with some of our TikTok lives, they can be a little bit carnage. So if everything goes Pete Tong, we can tidy up and apologise to 20 people without going too crazy first off. There was also a load of people that filled in our forms that we promised some free masterclasses to, so we're going to get some of the people from there onto the freebies. How do they fill in that questionnaire?
So if you are a new TikTok newsletter subscriber, so if you didn't know, we do a TikTok newsletter where we send 3 trends every week and some sort of growth tip on TikTok. So you can sign up for that, and when you sign up, you'll receive a welcome email with a survey on it about the masterclasses. If you fill out the survey, you will be entered into what's it called, a draw. And we'll be selecting a couple of people to give a free masterclass to. If you are already signed up and you haven't seen the survey, if you search Morgan Brandon in your emails, we should pop up. If we don't, then
just message us and I'll send you a link to the survey. The surveys just help us. We're asking when do you want the courses, what do you want it on, and it's giving us a feel for what sorts of, and this is where some of this advice about like don't go too deep into the masterclasses just yet and tell us, how to grow a candle company. I quite like to just know the basics of TikTok first and then go into a bit more specific about my industry. So that's
so this masterclass, off the top of my head, we'll be covering.
What do you mean off the top of your head? You don't like planned it out and
no, I have.
ready?
I've not got my laptop with me. It's going to be why would you choose TikTok as a platform to use as a business owner? Sharing a couple of our client success stories. Then we will be. I can't even remember. I have planned it. It's a really good plan. So we will then. We'll go into how to optimize your profile to attract your dream customers and clients. We will then be covering different content styles, so what content styles you should be using, how to find content ideas, the best ways to batch create your content, pretty much running through the basics of actually finding these content ideas and what you need to do to be successful on TikTok as a beginner. If you're not a beginner and you've had your TikTok for a while but you're still not too sure on how to actually grow, this would be good for you to join as well, because we will be going through some actionable tips and tricks for you to start growing and for you to follow. So that is kind of the basics. We'll be going through hashtag hacks, how to find the best hashtags for you, and analysing metrics and success. I think that's the last slide. So that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about.
And we're going to do them live as well. So we're going to do it live, but we will allow people that have bought the pre-recording, and then we might put the pre-recording on to buy afterwards. But one of the things that we wanted to do is basically have these paid things as like an access thing. So if you're paying, so when we do the coaching, we charge $350 and it's one-on-one. Instead of the coaching, which is $350 and one-on-one, if we can do these courses at say 25 quid that are like 1 to 20, 1 to 30, 1 to 40, you won't have obviously as much access as you'll have if it's one-on-one, but you can ask some of them questions you've been struggling with, hear what other business owners are getting through, and we're going to do it live and in the moment, not just pre-record, shove it up and go. So we just want to make sure that the sessions that we've done so far, the feedback that we've had has been incredible, because we've done some live sessions and we've done some like Zoom sessions with select group, just testing what we're going to do, and then also obviously we already do weekly coaching sessions with clients, and if you have a look on our Trustpilot and stuff like that, you'll see some of the comments just like, well, basically everyone thinks Anna's mint. I don't know why anyone's not singing my praises, but
sounds okay too. You can't do that.
Love Lola Handmade Crafts said I'm excited for workshops. So handmade crafts are good all around, like crafts, bits and bobs like that have been really popular in some of the comments. So we are going to do, when we do the tailored workshops, there will be tailored workshops that kind of suit your needs. And when they're tailored, we're going to be, what we want to do is you walk away with some like things that you can actually do and go, right, here's some video ideas that I can just go and do. Here's the hashtags that we can just go and use. A lot of guys, realistically, when we're chatting to them, they want the answers. Like, they want us to just give the answers, which is not always easy to do when you're speaking to hundreds of people. We have to go general. But as we get into these masterclasses and do more like this, we can make the answers more tailored.
So the differences between the kind of generic masterclasses and the industry-based masterclasses, in case anyone's thinking, oh, I'll just wait for the industry ones, or oh, I want to start now. Basically, in the generic ones, we'll be generally speaking about how to start your account, how to grow your account. In the tailored ones, we'll be giving you like specific niche-related content ideas, telling you exactly how to find your own content ideas. We'll be giving you hooks and call to actions to use specific to your industry. Like Colin said, personalised hashtags for that industry. So it will be a lot more kind of focused in on you as a business. But saying that, both masterclasses can be beneficial, because the generic ones will be going through how to actually grow as a business owner on TikTok, and then the industry-based ones will be just kind of a more in-depth version into your industry. But we'll be covering like different things on them, so there's not overlap. So if people do want to join both masterclasses, for example, they won't be watching the same content over and over again. So
You were quizzing me this week. I don't make it different, and then we can.
yeah.
Basics, more advanced stuff. The other thing that we've got coming, which is actually at my house, which doesn't really help,
Yeah.
is we've bought a new wheel that is like what do you call it in a casino?
Spin.
Yeah, but it's like in a casino they have them where it's not a roulette wheel, it's the big wheel that you like spin around and then it has prizes. I feel like Katie might have told me a story that she won big on one of these wheels, but that could be somebody that's completely different. So whatever them wheels are, they're in the casino that you spin, they've got prizes on them. People use them on the websites. We've got one of those wheels, like a real one. And then when we're going to do stuff with the staff. So there's in these sessions we might do some lives or Instagrams where the staff are going to win prizes, like you guys, and take money off me, sadly. But then in these TikTok lives, we're going to do some giveaways within the lives. And what we're going to do with the staff one, I think it's got 12 little... 16 on my days. So 16 little slots, and you'll spin it and you'll get... But with the staff ones, we're going to have some booby prizes in it. So I thought when we do the TikTok lives, we've got to have some booby prizes in it as well. So like the booby prize, you've got a hat. Somebody's give you a hat.
Oh my god, why have we got a hat?
What does that mean? A hat and a moustache. Thank you for the hat and the moustache.
I've never seen that before.
Have we got a real hat?
Have we got what?
Real hats. We've probably got party hats in there or something. Well, what's that name? Revel.
Oh, Laura's watching.
A money wheel.
Hey, Laura.
What I don't think it's called a money wheel.
I thought it was just spin to win, to be honest.
I think that's what the name of the product is. So we're going to spin the wheel, and on there is going to be prizes. So like free masterclasses, free audits, maybe a free munch coaching. Maybe even we might stretch to.
Oh,
maybe not straight off.
That'll be a good one. Lucky winner.
And then there's going to be some booby prizes. So like you have to go and like 10 of our videos, was what I was thinking, or you have to go and comment on 5 of our Instagram posts.
Yeah.
So there's not all good prizes. There's going to be some like you have to go away and do something for us. So we're going to get these wheels in, and then the other... Go on. What
I was just without so excited.
I don't know why I didn't get the wheel delivered to the office. I got the wheel delivered to my house. So Laura's texted me saying the wheel's landed today, and I was like, oh, I could have had the wheel and given away some stuff. TikTok goalkeeper coach.
Yeah.
Is this your guy?
Yeah.
Ruben? Is that right?
No, I think it's Ben.
I don't think
I don't know how you say that.
Sorry, I'm going to get your name because it's really rude that I can't remember your name. Although we're giving away everyone's names when we're... Called a money wheel in casino. I'm not having that. I've never spun one in the casino anyway.
I was right.
What did you say?
Bernard.
I do remember now, Bernard. Sorry. Hi, Bernard. How are we doing?
Yeah, I'm excited for our call on Thursday as well.
What did I say? Ruben? I think
Yeah.
that's somebody else. I got you confused with somebody else.
Tap the screen peeps. Oh.
We've got a new number one.
Yeah, everyone,
on top
tap
It's
screen.
cheating because me and Anna are also on the live here because we answer your questions because we can't actually see the phone from that far away to what people say, and I always get people's names wrong.
Yeah,
So-
everyone, if you spam the like button, keep double tapping, you'll get the little heart fulfilled.
What's that mean?
Don't know, just cute, isn't it? Satisfying. So yeah, keep liking the live. And if anyone's got any more questions about TikTok, business stuff, pop them in the chat and we can go through. What were we just talking about? Oh, the spin to win.
Spin to win. So spin to win's coming next week.
Yeah.
And also, what we're thinking, although this was your job and maybe Laura come in and help, is how to make this a bit more fruity. We have a problem in that we have the screen facing this way and everything's then flipped. So we were going to have like a board up where we could write some questions on, but everything's reversed. So like you're seeing me on the left and I'm on the right.
Yeah.
And we don't know how to make the screen go the right way. So these are the things. So we're still learning and playing around, but we want to make something like behind us.
We need a nice background,
Yeah.
basically.
So that's
So if anyone's got any background ideas, comment below. So yeah, we were thinking as well.
Click mirror screen in settings. Right, I'm going to have a play with the settings while we're on this live. Because I was looking before. Admin settings. I don't know what's going on. Anna, you've got to keep talking while I bash this
Yeah. Hello. I don't like talking because I can't.
I can't find it. We'll have a dabble. We haven't played, but this is why we do this. Obviously, we're back to front.
Yeah. But
it's in there somewhere. Thank you. The other thing that we were going to announce was we've got.
I don't even know what you're going to say.
Your goal to 50,000 followers.
Oh yeah.
So we need, starting from today, we've set Anna a special challenge to get to 50,000 followers. So we're currently at 21,100. Love Lola Handmade Craft. Should I answer her question before I get to your question?
We'll answer this question first. So
we'll have to hold on the 50,000 followers promotion.
Love Lola Handmade Crafts said, I don't know if it's already been said, but when will the masterclasses be live, please? So we were hoping for them to be live today, but TikTok Shop's just not going our way. So they'll probably be live
tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah, this week definitely.
If you're on our mailing list, we'll promote. We're going to send it to the mailing list first. So if you're not on the mailing list, get on the mailing list.
Yeah.
Or ping us a message on Instagram, and I'll make sure I send you a link once they go live. Because we're only doing 20, I do think they'll probably sell out quite quickly.
Yeah, so we've got quite a lot of people kind of on the waiting list for them already. So
I think we're a little bit apprehensive about messing them up. We want to get it right first time. Which is why we've been faffing a little bit.
Yeah. So well, to be honest, if Callum hadn't have said, right, we're doing it next week, it probably would have been in July.
I was fed up with saying we're doing masterclasses next week. We now said we're doing them now. So the website's pretty much there. We
just
built
need to
it,
make a couple of
ready.
tweaks to it.
I'm just not really happy with how it looks and all that rubbish. So
so end of this week we will have that live.
And what's going to happen? It's going to be through Zoom. So the masterclasses in general going forward are £49, but this first masterclass we put out to the mailing list is going to be £25. Including the VAT, for those of you that are VAT registered. So £25 including VAT. And that will get you this Zoom, which is going to be next week at 1 o'clock, have we said?
Yes.
So Zoom starts at 1 o'clock. We're going to go live at 12.
This is next Thursday.
Next Thursday, sorry, a week today. So live at 12. So if you don't want to pay, there's no problem. We're still going to do these Q&As, whatever. 1 o'clock next Thursday, we'll do the Zoom masterclass, which will be like presentation done through Zoom and it's pre-prepared, not like us just sat here waffling, like actually a plan. And then we'll do a 30-minute Q&A after that. We will record that and keep that, and in future, that might be available to sell as a standalone. You don't have to come to the live webinar, but we want to do a lot of the stuff that we do live and deliver it live and answer questions live and make it tailored to the group that's in there. So that's the plan. So, 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
So I asked Anna the other week, when does she think she's going to get to 50,000 followers? Often we're trying to help clients get to 1,000, 10,000, whatever. We're at 21,100, something like that now. And obviously we preach all the time, followers is not everything, blah, 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 concentrate on content, likes, growing, selling.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have some targets up on the wall. So I was like, well, what do we do? And Anna was like, I think maybe by the end of the year, which is 6 months. So what I've done is set a bonus starting today of £5,000.
Start today?
It starts today.
I think it's start on Monday.
I've already given you 2 weeks extra. So the bonus is £5,000.
Whoop, whoop.
So it's a team bonus. Some money will go to the rest of the team because although Anna's is the face, there is other people that actually do a little bit. But the majority will be going to Anna if she gets to 50,000 followers. If you never get to 50,000 followers,
get no money.
You're not going to get the bonus. But the caveat on the bonus is every week the bonus is going to get cut by £100. So Anna said she thinks originally you said about 6 months from where we are now. So 6 months off the top of my head is 24 weeks. So the bonus will be cut £2,400. So the bonus when you get to 50,000 followers at that point, if you did it in 6 months' time, will be £2,600. But for every week she does it quicker, she would get another £100.
Well, you didn't tell me that bit.
Well, it's counting down. So if you hit 50,000 this week, you get £5,000. If you hit it next week, it's 4,000.
Oh yeah, because I was thinking that. I was thinking that in 6 months, that's when I'll get it. But I could do it quicker. So I could not do it. No.
Obviously,
Not
if you
thinking.
don't like me and want me to be skinned and have to give more money to Anna, then it's a good incentive to get the followers up. If you like Anna, then get our followers up. And if you just like Morgan Bentley in general, then join us. So we're going to be sharing that message around, try and help Anna get to 50,000 followers to get £5,000 out of my pocket.
Cha-ching.
So that's the other little announcement we've got. That's our goal. So obviously we're still setting goals alongside you guys. So we've got a rose.
Is that Laura?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Laura. What? I don't even know what a rose is.
What does a rose do?
I don't know. In our last live, we got 3p.
We got 3 cents.
Yeah.
Woo! Retire quickly. So yeah, there's lots of things feels like going on at the minute with our TikTok. We want to keep it clear. We're going to be helping loads more free content, but a lot of these things have come from things that people have asked us for. So keep in touch, keep asking. The hashtag lists and the audits are going to be 2 things that we're dead keen on doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a common question that we have in our Instagram a lot. Do you know, can you send me some hashtags, etc. So, is anyone got any more questions while we're here? While we're sat here? Have you got anything else you want to add? We've done all right today. We've actually answered questions in an orderly manner without getting too distracted.
Yeah.
What's a TikTok? And also, how much is this costing? Because all that's happening here is, I'm the average golfer is actually my girlfriend. So, why do you...
Love TikTok.
I don't love TikTok because I get bloody stuck in TikTok. Do you know, the reason we're all so bloody addicted to it is it's so blooming addictive.
It is an issue in
So-
my personal life. But the reason I love it from like a business perspective is because it's the best platform to have that potential to get your brand out there and to get thousands of eyeballs on your brand. The reach is just crazy really compared to the other social media platforms. And I think it's just quite fun. It's fun. I enjoy every day of work because I love my job, because it's fun. I get to film TikToks, help our clients grow on TikTok. It's one of my favourite aspects of it. Like I've said we had like a group session last week, was it?
Last Friday.
And I said like one of my favourite things about work is that I get to help other businesses grow, and that's kind of what we all said, you know. It's rewarding to see that you've helped someone, so that is why I love TikTok.
I think, looking at it as well, we've been going like 5 years. Most of our work comes from, initially come from selling. For me, selling to friends, selling to other business owners, and then word of mouth off the back of that selling. What?
Laura sent a tiny.
How much is, all that's happening here is this money is going from one bank account that I probably share via TikTok to my business to get taxed, and then back to me with no money. And I bet you by the end of it we get about 6p. But I can just imagine, open the treasure box.
Where's the treasure box?
It doesn't let me open it. Do we have to open it?
Yeah, you have to open it.
It doesn't let me do anything for 1 minute 30.
What?
Do you know we're having a very we're too early. We're trying to have a very sensible TikTok live here and getting very distracted in the middle. So, me pushing for business side is we're now at 20,000 followers. 1 year. We were trying to calculate the amount of man hours or Anna hours that have gone into our TikTok during that year. But I would say, if we say 10 hours a week for a year, 520 hours, maybe. You'll have spent more time on TikTok, but specifically on
to be honest.
our account. So let's
when
say...
I was doing my 2 days, I'd spend about 3 hours filming, 2 hours editing-ish.
So if we say 500 business hours, and for us so far, we have got 20,000 followers, we've got over 1,000 now on our mailing list, we've grown our other platforms, and the biggest one of all is we get work. So we get leads. We're a service-based business, which I argue to most people is a lot harder to do on TikTok. Like, product is easier, but obviously for service for us, the rewards are higher. Do you know, we don't need many customers to, like, if you're selling something that's 15 quid as opposed to us selling something that's 300 quid, we don't have to sell as many of them things. So for us, I can't remember what the figure is at the minute. We are sharing it, publicly, but I kind of say we're nearing on £100,000 worth of revenue from TikTok. So we're practicing what we preach. We often say that, we're a website agency, we want a nice website. When we've done social media, we try and make our social media. And when we're selling TikTok, we're trying to do TikTok as well. And I say trying, but I think we are. A lot of people are appreciating our tips, and now we can open the treasure trove. You can click open. Can you click open? You click it on the top. I got 2 coins. What is going on here?
I got a coin.
What is a coin and
Thanks,
where can
Laura.
I spend it? So we do these TikToks and do these TikTok lives. We're having a laugh. You can see we're having a laugh. We encourage our clients, and we've said to Katie, get in, do some TikTok lives and try it out. These things are still early. We are still so early in TikTok that why not give it a go? What's the harm? You've had an hour away, you've had a bit of a laugh, you've chatted to people, you've got your mates involved, whatever. It's not done any harm. We've learned. We have some, and a lot of guys that we work with are they want it polished. Well, this isn't polished. Like, we haven't got a plan. These TikTok lives should get better and better and better, and then we go from there. So that's what we preach to our clients. Get involved, try it, record your first video, record your second video, try your first TikTok live, try and get your TikTok shop set up, get your website live. Just get on with it. A lot of people are trying to do the business, but trying to make everything perfect, and it never is.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing, when you first download TikTok as a business and you're debating whether to post or, is it good enough to post, just post it. Even if it's, not the best work you've ever done, just get started, because you'll improve the further you get along. Like when I first started, as we've just said, our TikToks weren't great. And
so is it Revel? That's Revel, isn't it? Revel. Laughlin. Have I got that right? Laughlin? I'm probably butchering your name. Sorry, Revel. Because you started off this craziness of people sending weird stuff, and Revel they sent Uber Eats, and Revel teaches business owners how to get new customers from paid TikTok and Facebook ads. So Revel, you need to convince Anna on paid, because Anna's doing everything organic and I'm trying to get...
Yeah, we're going to argue, Revel.
So, Revel, you can come and run some ads for our TikTok with us, and then we can get, Anna on the ads bandwagon. But we don't really do anything with paid. But Revel said that they sent an Uber Eats to somebody that was on their live the other day, which I really
love. That can be on the wheel.
That can be on the wheel. And then we can send an Uber Eats to myself. So.
Just kidding. No, I do.
Oh, we don't have to have
I do.
You will.
I do want to learn more about ads, but I just really love organic content, don't I?
Anna thinks I'm going to break the TikTok by using ads, or TikTok banners, or that we don't get the growth that we get here.
The fact you even just said the word ban, it makes me think TikTok's in banners now.
So she goes like, I'll lose if TikTok gets banned, I'll lose my job. So I'm like, all right, okay, we get it. You do organic, it's still absolutely fire. So thank you. Yeah. No, it is on the list. Ad clients. Maybe we don't have to do ads for ourselves and get banned. Anna, I think
no, that's just me being overreacting.
We were setting up TikTok shop before, and she was scared that what happens if TikTok ban us. So you can see where this is going.
I'm just an overthinker sometimes. That's all.
Super. Right, we're coming up to 2:00. What trends did you cover this week? So in our TikTok newsletter, for those of you that aren't on it, we send out trends that you're allowed to use on business accounts. Yeah. So what were the trends?
So there was one that was like a credit card sound. It was like, the Apple Pay sound. It's like ping, ping, ping. So that's a current trending sound. So I suggested using that to promote your products, saying like POV. You've just
what does POV stand for?
Point of view. That's a TikTok-y saying for those who don't know.
My biggest frustration is everyone that uses bloody, what they call acronyms. What was that acronym that we were saying the other day?
UGC.
UGC. Everyone was just going on about UGC, and I was like, I don't know what UGC is.
So yeah, credit card trend to promote your products. There was a more generic trend as well. There was like, just instrumental music that is trending, so suggesting that to being like behind the scenes content, packaging orders, stuff like that. And then I can't remember the last one, so I'm gonna get it up.
Revel, UGC, and user generated content. I'll stop saying UGC. On the back of the Binley Mega Chippy stuff, I was like, here we go, this is it. Users have done it. They've sent a Chippy viral without a Chippy even meaning to do anything. And for us, it's a big chunk of what TikTok's about. Again, service-based business, I do think it's a little bit harder. What are people going to do for us? Sit in front of their website. So it's horses for courses, and it's like, do it what's right for your business. But
yeah,
we have a couple of brands come to us and ask for stuff, and I think it's where the influencer stuff is going, that we've all seen through now the fake influencer stuff, that somebody just stands there with a product and they don't actually care about that product, they don't actually use it, they're just being paid to promote that product. And I think we've all matured a little bit in our social media world, that we know that when somebody's just stood there with that product in the hand, I always think
it's not enough to sell.
Yeah, if anyone watches Formula 1, I remember in Formula 1 they used to run up at the end of a race and shove a Rolex on the driver's wrist just for the presentation. And when you caught that on camera, it all looks fake, it all looks... And I know they're not going to wear a Rolex in the middle of the race, I get that, but it just feels and looks fake that watch is going on that person's wrist just so we buy a Rolex.
Yeah.
And I think the user-generated content thing and people making content that they're not being paid to do, although you can come up with some strategy around that to get them, if you pay them to do it, is where a lot of stuff's going to go this year.
I can't read them. I've gone off it now.
You've
My
lost your
phone's
thing.
going to die.
All right. Revel, I was reading Revel's comment down here. It said, it's a beautiful transition. Creators are a breath of fresh air when compared to influencers. I agree, but where is the line between a creator and an influencer? And we chat to people that would probably call themselves creators and people that would call themselves influencers. Like Anna, and probably yourself, Revel, just looking through your page a second ago, would say you're a creator, but you are having influence over... Like, I just think it's coming from a more genuine place, audience size. Yeah, but if you had 100,000 now on your TikTok, I would still say you were a creator. If you're creating good, valuable content. I think influencers just got a bad rep, hasn't it? It's just got... If you're an influencer, you're just doing it because you're getting paid, not because you actually love. And I think that is the change that we need to see, that people that are creating content or influencing people need to be doing it from a genuine place, need to be doing it for product that they actually believe in, that they actually buy, rather than rubbish. Like, we get sent so many even now with 20,000, Revel. I don't know if you get the same on TikTok. As a business account, we get Shopify apps all the time, going, we'll give you $100 for this, $200 for this, $300 for this. And me and Anna chat about it a lot, and I go, not sure that's what our...
We've actually never done one.
Yeah, we've just never done, because
people say, we'll pay you to talk about our product or, whatever service. And
I tend to just go back and say, we'll have a look at it, don't pay us, and if we like it, we'll talk about it, and if we don't like it, we won't talk about it.
We don't, expect money if something's
I'm sure there's a price, though. Like, comes back to this thing, and we were discussing this today, there's a price. If somebody says, I'll give you 10 grand to talk about it, I'd probably turn my head. So,
yeah.
This is the difficult thing, because there's always a price. Yeah, well-versed content, I think that's it. Like,
I can't see.
He said well-versed content instead of irrespective of audience size. So do you truly believe in the thing that you are promoting?
Yeah.
Or are you doing it because somebody's giving you money to do it?
Yeah.
So
It is
far?
1 minute to 2.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Thank you everyone for joining. We're going to try and go back to the real world and get this website live. And
yeah. TikTok bloody shop.
Have a look. We will promote it on our website, which is morganbranding.co.uk. We'll promote it on the newsletter. We'll put it in the links here. It should be easy enough to find. Where are we based? We're based in Warrington, which is in northwest England, in between Manchester and Liverpool. You'll hear Anna's accent is a little bit more Scouse than me because she lives a bit further that way. So yeah, where are you from, Revel? Christina said thanks. No problem.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you everyone. Maths class stuff will be going out to the newsletter subscribers first. So if you do want a ticket, sign up to the newsletter. Hopefully by the end of this week that will be able to launch.
I'm going to guess the US from Revel. Excellent. In Down Under.
That's Australia.
Australia, not America then. Close. You were just... I was looking for your page and you got dollars, but if it's Aussie dollars, not... What time is it now in Australia? I can't think. We get lost. Oh no, America's too early now, isn't it? Australia's the evening. Got you.
Australia's quite late.
Australia.
Australia's
It's night
late
now
right
in Australia.
It's like night time though.
Yeah.
Like not evening. Is
Oh.
it night time?
We could go on forever. Revel, I've given you a follow, so I'll keep an eye on the stuff you've done. 9 PM, there we go.
It's quite late.
Yeah, late enough.
Yeah, well,
You wouldn't believe, Revel, looking out the window here, we'll show you that this is sunshine in England. Like, some people don't believe that this actually happens. Look at that, blue skies. So, yeah, super. Thank you for joining
yeah, thank you
live,
everyone.
and we'll see you soon. Cheers.
Bye.